What's up? It's your boy Karceno here, and let me hit you up with something real quick. It's called a hood story, and you can take this one to the bank. Now, I'm sitting there trying to get my driver's license and ID, so I can go on this trip. It's time to renew. I don't like to wait till the last minute. I made a fatal mistake of getting my driver's license. You get excited. I'm going to go on my birthday as soon as I turn 21. Biggest mistake ever. Kids, if you're not 21, don't ever do that. Because you don't want to spend your birthday renewing your driver's license. So you can get it done anytime before that, within like 2 months. So do it that time, because by the time you pay attention to it, next thing you know, it's on your birthday. And if you're in your 20s, that's something you don't feel like doing. Because there's a lot of planning and stuff to go on your birthday. So I said, well, let me go ahead and get my driver's license. I got time today, not making any videos. So let me go ahead and tackle this. I get in there, and as soon as I get in there, there's no need to tackle anything because they won't even let me pass the front. So I'm like, look, I got my mail right here. I got a bill. You want to see a bill? Here's a bill. Here's my ID, and just like you said over the phone, I brought these things to you. She was like, well, you got to go to the courthouse because you got a ticket you got to pay. Well, I can't let you get your driver's license. I said, okay, that's only right. Tell me which ticket it is. Yeah, well, you got to get this one. It's a hold on this one. So you pay this one ticket and you can get your driver's license. No problem. I go to the courthouse, pay for the ticket, get the paperwork that they needed to go and remove the strike away, come back to the place. Here's the proof you need. Here's everything you do. Take the thing away. I have to go through a process for that. Now that's done. Okay, they tackled all that. That's taken care of. Had to get in the line again. Couldn't come back to the front. Had to start all over just to get to the lady at the front of the desk. Now, where I'm at, I'm in like the hood, the city, going to get my driver's license because I just happen to be in the city at this time. So while I'm in the city getting this done, we run into, it's only like 2-3 people at the teller booth. Then half of the people are talking to each other. And there's a line going. I'm like, whoa. Do I need to stand in this line? She's like, yeah, just take a number. So I take a number and everybody's in line. And then I got like B12. And I'm like, okay, I'm watching them call numbers. And it's like A36. I'm like, A36, okay. Then it's like B13, B8, E. I'm like, E? How do we get to E? I'm like, that doesn't make any sense. Then it goes to I'm like, well, these numbers are all over the place. She's like, don't worry, they'll get to you. They take a lot of numbers. This thing, I'm like, that doesn't make it. Why wouldn't you just go in order? Now I can't go to the bathroom. I don't know who could be next. Anybody could be next. I'm like, how long is the wait? They don't even tell you. Now if I'm on the phone, what happens if I miss my number? I got to start all over again? What is the structure here? And she's like, well, just wait. It don't be long. So I'm like, man, zip this. I'll just get it when I get to the city. Get back to the burbs out there near me where it's organized. And I'm like, yeah, we're going to go out there where I live. Yeah, where, all the NFL players from Chicago, basketball players. Yeah, they going to be more professional. They going to have it more organized. I tried to work with the city. The city don't want to work with me. I get all the way out there, and it's birds chirping, sun shining, smiley faces.
In a quarter mile, continue onto Florida 39 North.
Okay. All right, I'll do that. That's MapQuest, by the way. So I'm sitting over there and we going through the doors. Everybody is like, hi, very polite. Everybody's happy to be there. I'm like, all right, this is what I'm talking about. So I tell them what I went through. They was like, oh, no problems. You got here's my bill. Oh, I'm sorry, sir. You're going to need 2 bills.
Continue on Florida 39 North for 4 miles.
I heard you, lady, the first time. And I'm like, 2 bills? I'm like, you said, I didn't say 2 bills when I first came out. I would have had 2 bills to begin with. She's like, yes, it's 2 bills and a photo ID. So I had to drive all the way home, get the bill, then come back to this DMV. So when I came to this DMV again, here we go. They were like, I was telling them about the numbering system. I'm like, it's all out of order. She's like, I know. A lot of people are not as polished as we are and such and such. So we start going from there. So after dealing with all this nonsense for a while, of laughing about that situation, like, yeah, they got a numbering system. She's like, ours is electronic, as you can see. No discrepancies here. Just pull your number here. Here you are. And wait, B307. Okay. So the thing come up, boom, B301. I'm like, all right, I'm gonna come right up. This is a walk in the park. Next number, boom, E136. I'll say, hey, it's the same problem I was talking about. Boom, F634. This is making no sense. It's all out of order. This is the same problem I just talked to you about. They didn't have the electronic and all the bing and all that, but you still can't go to the bathroom. You can't do anything. So I'm all upset about the ordering of the system, but now I'm just like, look, let me get my ID. Let me get up out of this place. I need to go because I'm going out of town. I don't need none of this to hold me back. So they finally get to my number. 20, 30 minutes away. And I get up there. This man is asking me every question in the book. He's like, eye test, yep, zip, zip, zip. He was zipping me through. And he's trying to let me know, they got to mail you your ID. Mail me my ID. They used to put it in my hand. Yeah, they changed the rules. You got to take the written test again, too. Written test? I haven't studied for this in years. So I'm like, okay, well, last time I kind of aced this thing. So it shouldn't be a problem this time. I get up there and it's all computerized now, multiple choice, and none of the questions really make any sense. It's modernized around drunk driving and all this stuff. I'm like, look, I don't drink and drive, so I don't know what the limit should really be for that. And I'm like, never had a DUI, so I don't know the laws about DUI. I really don't. Except for they probably lock you up. So I'm like, I missed the first 3 questions coming out the bat. I'm like, oh, okay, this ain't going good at all. I'm like, that was wrong. So I'm thinking, man, I'm going to be out of here real quick. I'm like, lady, can you reset this? I really wasn't ready. She's like, nah, you got to continue. Don't worry, you got this. I'm like, oh, man, I'm going through this, man. I'm out of the first 5, I missed 3. I'm like, man, we gotta have to take this again. We're gonna be here all night. So I'm going through this whole test. I passed with an 85, thank God, but it was rough. I mean, if you're a younger person, you could probably go through this. It's not a problem. You're used to these new rules and all this stuff, but shoot. I'm like, how am I missing this? I needed to at least go over some reference questions. Jeez. So, anyway, I passed. And then I had to take 2 photographs. They can't use 1 photograph for 2 IDs because I got a state ID too. Why? I have no idea. So, come to find out that the United States government decided that Illinois' driver's license are easy to copy and make phony IDs of. And they're not allowing people to travel out of the country with the old Illinois IDs. Or something. So it's some crazy thing where we have to change the way our IDs look. Our IDs look ridiculous now. It look like fake IDs. That's how bad it is. So I'm like, well, these look like fake IDs. What's the point in that? So with that being said, I survived on top of everything, and we lived to see another day. But I just had a heck of a time at DMVs. So I wanted to release related DMV story to y'all so y'all can have something to listen to tonight. But I don't like the DMV. I hate going. I wish I never have to go and I could just do everything online, but you got to do what you got to do. But my thing is they got to fix that numbering system more than anything. That just makes no sense whatsoever. Why do you have all these numbers going off and they're not in order? So people don't know when they're next or when they're not next. It's just ridiculous. You can't go to the bathroom. You can't do anything. You got to sit there and just pay attention to the numbers 24, even though you might be there an hour. Now you stuck. So I don't know if y'all went through this experience. A lot of y'all probably do. It's probably new to y'all. Some of you younger people, you probably don't even remember the older system of doing things. But yes, I'm enjoying my vacation in Florida too, by the way. I don't think I've forgotten. I read everything you guys are posting, and I'm just loving Florida right now and enjoying it. And that's about all I got to say about that. Saw some old friends I haven't seen in a very long time. It's been a lot of years since I've actually had a conversation with people, so it was good to see everybody.
In 1,000 feet.
I'm going because I'm tired of it.
Turn right.